Last time on Maro's YouTube channel.
Be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom.
What?
The egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal organs and stretches their rib cage. It's basically a xenomorph. Blinding, debilitating, get me my arm, and
No amount of money.
drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room.
Niel the Seal is an
Such a
absolute
menace
menace.
that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
Niel the
Introducing our
Seal?
protagonist, Niel the Seal, a 600-kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania,
That's a chonker.
in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society.
Menace?
But despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish. And he's been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle. Hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car. She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had...
Okay, to be honest though, okay, this is actually, I love this one. This is such a nice briefer from that wasp thing.
that food being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider.
Not gonna lie, seeing this here, you know, I do believe they are in cahoots with each other. The lady and Niel made a pact. She probably slipped them some fish underneath the hand, you know? That is the best excuse to have. Boss is calling, hey, are you coming to work today? And he's like, you know, there's a big seal in the back of my car. I cannot go to work today. I'm sorry. That sounds just great. That's the best excuse to have, right?
Was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story. Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause. But the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blubber and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude.
I hope Niel the Seal is fine, you know? This is what I hope that he thinks. I cannot talk anymore. I hope he's fine. Because how old is that video? It's probably not that recent, right? Try to explain that to your insurance, you know? Hey, my door got broken in. Oh, burglar? Oh, like storm? Nah. Niel the Seal. Oh boy. He a fake good boy. That's at least one funny thing, one funny good thing that comes from Australia, at least. The world's most painful plant. With this, at least, you know, it's not gonna just appear in front of you, you know, it's just gonna be there.
Plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the gympie-gympie plant, a piece of foliage.
The gympie-gympie plant?
And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet.
It looks like the normal.
Of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them.
Ow.
Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain.
Why?
I mean, like comedic levels of pain.
Why?
One person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times.
Great. Cool. Great. But why? Why would a plant need to do that? Also, another funny story. When I was young, I did that. Not with a fork, but with like a piece of metal, like some kind of firework thing. And, you know, it is an understatement to say that I was shocked. So I was shocked at the outcome. But yeah, I also did that. Thinking back, I actually survived a lot of things as a kid.
Neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground.
Is it the same guy who got stung by the wasp?
Cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt-F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper. I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
I have a question. Why? Why does all the crazy stuff exist in Australia? And how are all these things thriving? Why? And yeah, poor guy. Like that is you can buy a new butt. You have to like get a new butt transplant or something at that point. All right, good thing. Let's keep this going. Maybe we get a funny one this time. We are like watched 5 so far, and only one of them was funny. So how are the chances?
World's oldest shark.
We got a boomer!
But how old
We got a
actually
boomer.
is this absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark. And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man. And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a f***ing kaiju-sized 6 meters in length and a literal f***ing ton in weight,
Holy
this
crap.
senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his f***ing day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be
Heck.
expecting to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher.
What?
No, not 200.
What?
Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
What? How?
I don't think you understand how old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500.
Of course, it's Bob.
Here is a list of things this has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces. The invention of chocolate.
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial f***ing Revolution, the invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I, the Great Depression.
The Titanic becoming a submarine. Oh no. Why is his name Bob? I have a few questions. First up, when did they find Bob? And secondly, how do they know how old he is? Because the easiest answer to this would be like, okay, 500 years ago, someone found him and said like, oh yeah, that's a baby shark, right? But that's probably not the case, right? Because back then, 500 years ago, people probably did not do that. Let's say it like this. So how can you actually tell how old a shark is? Did you just ask him? Did he ask for his driver's license? Did he ask him for like, hey, when's your birthday? And he's like, oh, casually, I was 15 something.
The Vietnam War, the f***ing moon landing, and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob.
The first episode of
99,
SpongeBob.
2001. The invasion of Iraq, the global financial crisis, the death of Harambe, Australia catching fire, the virus, and it's still with us today to watch f***ing TikTok.
To be fair, Australia catches fire like quite often, right? So that's not that crazy of an occurrence, I guess. You probably have seen this a few times. That's old, dude. 500 years. What was 500 years ago? He should meet Niel the Seal. This is literally meeting like a baby is meeting like the oldest thing that still is alive. Is there something older? What is the oldest animal? Is it a tortoise, like a turtle or something? How can he live 500 years though? Like I do believe like at 500 years, look at him. He looks like he has seen some shit, you know? This shark looks like he's blind. He has no teeth anymore. Like how does he still live? What does he eat? Does he go to the hospital every 2 years and lives in a retirement home? Like how the I'm gonna Google later what is the oldest animal. One more shark one. That's the last one.
You understand just how old sharks are.
I understand now how old sharks can be after the previous one.
I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Jeff.
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are f***ing one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change, to the Ice Age, to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon. That big boy the size
God,
of
I
a
hate
was
sharks,
swimming
not gonna
around the
lie.
ocean around 26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a f***ing zoomer. Go back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion, a shark with a f***ing buzzsaw for a mouth.
What?
250 not far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years.
How do we
and
know
you will
that?
find Adestus, the f***ing pog shark. And if that is still not far back enough,
The
you can
pog
go
shark.
all the way back,
Pog.
right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Doliotis problematicus, at 410
His name is Problematicus.
years old. Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had f***ing rings. The first tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for 25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
Okay, I'm having a slight existential crisis over here. How old do you want to be? And also the name Problematicus. They knew exactly back then already what he was, that he's gonna be problematic in any area, in any and every area. This is just like a thing I have, you know? I will never go to swim even where there's a 1% chance of a shark being there. That's not gonna happen. Sharks are my biggest fear on the whole planet. Anything else comes second. Sharks are my biggest fear. Sharks can also swim in the fresh water, you know, then I'm gonna stay in my bathtub. I'm completely content with that. I am 100% fine with that. No issues here. Anyway, that was interesting. Very interesting. I cannot wait to see how the video turns out. Thank you everyone for watching alongside with me. I hope we learned a bunch of things about Australia mostly. Join the Discord if you wanna be up to date when a new video or a stream is happening. And yeah, maybe see you next time. Bye.